Today on Ask Money Talk, we answer a question we're hearing about estate tax planning. Tannis Dawson, high net worth planner, joins me now to weigh in. And here's the question for us. Our aging parents want to reduce their estate tax bill for the family. Where do they start? What do you think?
What we do is we do kind of a plan for them, and we figure out what assets they own, because each of the assets have a different tax consequence to each of them. So most Canadians will have a bank account, a non-registered account, an RRSP account, TFSA, and a house. Those are the most common assets. And so when we want to look at what type of assets do your parents have, and what are the tax consequences. So if we look to see there is some assets that have no tax on it, and so that will be like bank accounts and TFSAs and a principal residence house. That will have no taxes, and then the category that will have taxes is RSPs are fully taxable, non-registered will have an unrealized gain, and then cottages could have a gain that has tax. So we want to look to see what are the assets, what are the tax consequences, and who are they leaving their assets to.
Now, I know in my family, particularly my mother, there's 4 grandchildren, including my 2 sons. Everything has to be equal portions to each child. We want to treat the children fairly. So when it comes to dividing those assets, making sure the children are all treated fairly, I imagine a will plays an important role in all that.
The will does. So when we were saying about the taxation of each of them, what aging parents may not realize is they might think that they have $1 million in GIC, $1 million in a RSP RIF, and $1 million in a house. And they think, well, I have 3 children, I'm going to leave it to those 3 children equally. But what happens is that RSP has a tax liability to it. So we can write them as a beneficiary, but when we're doing that, the estate has to pay the taxes. So if it's a 50% tax rate, then $500,000 is the tax bill, and where is that coming from? So if the estate doesn't have enough cash, liquid cash, to pay for that, then CRA can go after the person that receives that RSP to pay that tax liability. And they might think that their beneficiaries were getting are treated equally, but at the end it's not. So it's important to have a plan to look to see what happens on the death, what is the tax liability, what's the cash flow, and is there other assets besides those 3 that I named, and will their wishes be carried out like they think.
Fascinating topic and a lot to keep in mind. Great stuff. Thanks for that, Tannis.
Thank you.
All right, if you at home have a question for us, send it to moneytalk@td.com.